The new plans will look a lot different this year and cut the size of the bond request nearly in half. The Sac County Sheriff's Office estimates the plans will be available to the public within the next month. While I was also at Sac County Sheriff's Office today, the department also announced the retirement of a K-9 dog, Remo. There's more on their fundraising effort to begin a new K-9 to their department. Remo's retirement means the Sac County Sheriff's Office is down to just one K-9 officer. Adding another dog would provide 24/7 coverage for the county.
We bring those canines into the schools. We show public demonstrations out in the county fairgrounds. They help us detect narcotics, get compliance with suspects, and apprehend suspects.
Deputy Francisco Cruz and Remo were co-workers for about 3 years before they retired Remo in 2025 for medical reasons, after he tore a ligament in one of his legs during training. The Sac County Sheriff's Office has received a $7,500 grant from the USPCA to kickstart their fundraiser for a new K-9. Both Remo and the new K-9 dog will live with Deputy Cruz and his family to build a connection between Cruz and the dog.
The bonding was the big thing. We had a bond together so he can trust me and I can trust the dog.
Sac County Sheriff Katie Stang says to just purchase the dog, it's about $13,000. With training and other purchases, bring the total cost north of $25,000.
What that doesn't include is the lodging cost for that deputy that's going to be gone for 12 weeks. Also trying to fill shifts while he's gone for that long, and some of those unexpected expenses as far as veterinary care and just establishing things like, a kennel at home, food. At
the end of all their fundraising, the Sheriff's Office hopes to raise $30,000. They hit their first milestone of $20,000 recently.
Really hoping to fundraise a good portion just so we do not have to see any budget increases. We've been very lucky thus far with community support. We're reaching our first milestone. We wanted to first hit $20,000. That would allow for Deputy Cruz to go up. We know we could pay for training, the new K-9.
The Sheriff's Department will continue fundraising through next month and hopes to be able to purchase the new K-9 in August, properly trained and ready to go. If you would like to donate to Sac County Sheriff's Office new K-9, you can drop off donations at their office or mail them in with K-9 program included somewhere on that envelope. We'll have more information available online now at ktiv.gov.